Good morning. All right. Well, we got back from vacation, and it looks like we had some rain, thank God. I had several fish that were dead when I got back, too. All right, guys. Today we're going to just, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's overcast, so the sun's not out, so I think I can get a lot accomplished today. So I'll keep you updated as the day goes on, let you see everything we do. I got my little helper with me today. Look how pretty she is.
I'm a mess right now.
Huh?
I'm a mess right now.
She's a mess right now, but she's still beautiful. That's my baby here. That's my little baby helper here. I'm going to miss her to death when she's gone. All right. Okay, guys, I'll keep you updated as we go on today. And everybody else is doing good. We just had I had a bad dead chicken. It was one of the Easter eggers. I don't know what happened. But regardless, the rest of them are fine. They all look good. All these little ones, we got them all accounted for here. And these babies are eating like crazy. I just filled that thing up when I got home yesterday. I mean, I topped it off to the top. And look at it. Well, that's 15 little chicks. Now, when I got back, their water was empty. And their food was empty. Now, that couldn't have been, it wasn't long, because you could tell that, like, they didn't go crazy over the food and over the water like it had been missing for a day or two, you know what I mean? But yeah, we just got back in time. But 15 chickens, them little ones, I think what it is, I've been raising the Buff Orpingtons, and I'm kind of used to them. I think these Americanas eat more. I'm pretty sure they do, because I've never had the food go down that fast, and then sometimes I'm thinking maybe mice are getting in here and eating it too, because I do see poop in there, but I'm not sure if it's mice or lizards, because I got a lot of lizards and a lot of big lizards too. So anyway, look, I filled that thing up yesterday. Might still be able to eat it though. We'll check it out. All right, so I'm gonna get busy, guys. I'll keep you updated as today goes on. You what?
I'm gonna go inside.
All right. All of these air layers are supposed to be ready too, so I'm gonna pop them all off the trees and see. I took one off, and man, they just had like a little bitty root, and right before we left to go Biloxi with the girls, and there it is back there. A tree back here. It's a loquat, you know, Japanese plum tree, and so I put it in. It's doing fine. It's still going. So it ain't died yet. We'll see what happens to it if them roots start growing or not. Okay, so I got that moringa tree that I'm gonna get planted today for sure. I got to get this raspberry planted, and I also have another tree here that we air layered. Remember, this is that pineapple pear tree, and she's doing good. We'll let her grow some more. I'd like to keep them in here for a little while, let them grow, let them get really rooted good. Here's some bananas that I cut. And it looks like they might be growing some roots. They are. If they grow, sit down there a little more, and I can put those. That's a Cavendish. I don't really want to just chunk that, but a lot of times when I cut those Cavendish off, for some reason they break off a little different than the other ones. The other ones, man, I've never had anything. Every time I break it off and dig it out, there's nothing but roots at the bottom. These, majority of the ones I do that and separate them, there's not many roots. So it's a little different. So I got one here that had some root on it, so I put it in the pot, and then Those two I didn't have any root on, so that's why I stuck them in some water just to see. They're staying green. That's good, and I'll see a little bit of root growth, so that's good too. My goji berry propagation here, I got 10 of them. I'm gonna probably get them out of here because I believe they need full sun. So I got to get them out of here. So that's going to be another thing. I could put them. I know where I can put them. I'm gonna move them right now. I'm gonna put them on this top shelf. Whoop. I'm gonna put them up here. Okay, that's the goji berries out there. Now, I always notice with goji berries, what I've been noticing, if you start watering them too much, they start getting yellow. So when you see them turn to yellow, man, back off from the watering. And you know, I do mine in pots, so I water things more than I would normally. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that, another fig. Look at all those figs. It's a bunch of figs on this one. This is my black Italian. Actually, should have went a little deeper with this, so I just need to throw some mud on top. And actually, I'm gonna take a run to Home Depot. I need to go pick up some bags of mud. I don't have no compost and nothing right now. I either could do that or I could go get some horse manure, but my trailer's loaded with junk right now. I'd have to clean the trailer off and get in touch with the guy and see if I could come today to get the horse manure. But I'm just going to go pick up a couple of bags. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this in all the way. Okay? Fill it in. I'm going to weed that out, fill it in, top it off, and I'm going to put some paper, some of that thick fabric paper over it, and I'm gonna plant the watermelon in there, and from there I can let it go vine out that way and this way. And so what I'll do is I'll work on covering all these areas with the paper, and yeah. Now I'm gonna leave some space around the banana tree, so when some baby bananas come up, I'm almost thinking I'm seeing a root coming up. When I get some baby bananas come up, I can dig those up. I don't want to stop the tree from reproducing, but I want to but I don't want the baby pups to stay on the tree, because this tree's growing out. It's going to be maxing out very soon, and it'll probably put out a flower and start giving me some Cavendish bananas. So you're going to see that with me, and we're going to try to get this thing to fruit and get growing. So this is my best growing tree right now, and then I just moved the other two I had back here, and I saw the video when I planted them. They were just little bitty, so they've grown a lot. I thought they were kind of not getting enough sun where they were at, because I thought they should have been bigger, but they've grown a lot. So see, I got pups down on the bottom of these that if I want these to grow to get bananas, I need to remove those pups. So that's something I'm going to work on today too. I'm going to get all those pups out of there. See, this one has 3 pups on it. See it? This one has 1, which is a nice size one. So I got to try to break that off and get me some root. Okay, and replant it, because those are the Cavendish. Those are my number 1, my money makers, the ones that cost the most, and number 2, that's the ones that I want to start reproducing more than I want those taller ones. I'm happy with the tall ones. We've been eating off of them for years, but these are the ones that I want, the Cavendish. And supposedly that's the banana that when I was a kid that we had in the stores, and your vegetable man that come, you know, when I was a kid, they had a guy come down the street. He had a wagon and a horse, and he would ring the bell, and he had fruits and vegetables, and you'd buy it right off from him. And you know, you just went to they had a little corner grocery store that you went to get your bread and your flour, your rice, things like that. But when it came to, you know, buying your vegetables and your fruit, well, you got it fresh from this guy on his little wagon. So that was pretty cool. I remember that as a good memory as a kid. I wish things could get back to that, because that was so good, where farmers could actually ride through the streets and sell their produce. And okay, so I got a lot to do, okay, because I can ramble on and tell you about everything I want to do and not get nothing done. So I'm gonna go make a Home Depot run. I'm gonna fill this thing up top it off with the mud and get my watermelon planted in here today, and that'll buy me a little bit of time to get everything covered with the fabric. I want to cover the ground in here, so I'm gonna clean it out some more. Even though it's cleaned out pretty good, I'm gonna clean it some more, and put the fabric over it, because I'd rather have my watermelon sitting on top of the fabric. And if I'm gonna plant anything else in it, I'll just make the hole in the fabric and plant it. So I got that to do, and then I'm gonna be pulling up the corn today. Okay, I made a decision. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up the corn, and I'm gonna I bought enough fabric paper to cover this, so I'm gonna pull up the corn and weed this, get all the grass out. Then I'm gonna put the paper down, and then I need to get my little torch going. I don't have one. I ran out of propane in it. Get my little torch so I can make my holes in it, and I'm gonna replant my corn. Okay. Today's a good day for replanting because we got an overcast day. It's not gonna be too hot, and I just think it's the best thing for me to do if I want to get any corn. The thing that's a drag is that the corn stalks, the chickens don't even eat it. It just pretty much turns into dried grass, and they're not really eating it. So I'm gonna scrape all that out of there too. So I got a lot to do. All right, guys, I'll keep you updated. I'll show you what's going on as I accomplish things today. Good morning. We're about to get rained on again. I couldn't finish this last night because it rained, and then we had left. And anyway, so I got the paper down on it before I get myself in the back, and I got some pins. I'm pinning it down. I'm gonna do my holes I'm gonna do everything as I go. So when I get back there, I'll make my holes and pin it down and plant the watermelon. So I got some watermelon plants. Look at them. They in the greenhouse. They were starting to really. Some of them are taking off already. Look at that. And so I got two of them like that, and then I got the other ones are smaller, and those are probably the seeds I planted after, because only 2 seeds germinated the first time, and it's probably these 2 long ones. So I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make the holes in this fabric. This is some thick fabric. Now this ain't the stuff you buy in a little roll from Home Depot. This is a thicker fabric, and I'm gonna show you how I make the holes in it. So hopefully I can get this done before the rain. I'm feeling raindrops right now. It could hold off somewhat before I get going here. Let's see. Watermelon as far apart as possible. One thing about being in a backyard, everything's tight. So what I want to do, guys, I'm going to let this heat up some. Let's see if this will work. It works. Alright. Made 2 of them. Let me get the plants in the ground here. It's good with these little cups here. It fits in there perfect. It's a little tight, but it's perfect. It's really perfect. Yeah, I got good roots going on in here. Really nice. Two. Alright guys, watermelon planting, ain't that cool? Ain't that neat? There it is. So we'll keep an eye on it, keep you updated, we'll see how it goes, right? And so I got actually 6 plants in here, but 5 spots. Fixing a storm, and I got to go cover up my golf cart out in the front. It's exposed right now, so I've got to go cover it up. Alright guys, that was it. Planting a watermelon today. I don't know how much else I'll get done today. If this rain passes, and it could, I'm going to start pulling up the corn, and I'm going to get that black paper down. I'm going to get that cleared out and get that black paper down. So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to start working on. So alright guys, see you on the next video. Be blessed.